Okay, now that Galahad is dead, I think I can move on. Alright, I'm full of shit. I gotta ride all the way back.
You disturbed my peace. Stay sharp.
I think I have a bunch of shit to sell. Between strength and dexterity. I need spirituality and a strength. Yeah. I also need dexterity and practicality for this bow. Bro, I found out that dude's a traitor, didn't
Steer the
I?
trouble.
Could use some action.
See you around.
Let's see what happens if I show up in the guy's armor.
Oh,
Moving
look
slow
who's
as
here.
fuck.
Has the destiny of the South graced my humble abode? Glad you asked. By completing my request, you've shown that you care about the fate of our keepers. But I'm not naive enough to think everyone will suddenly get along with the Dalrita just because I say so. We need something stronger. And it just so happens that One Eye found undeniable proof of Camelot's corruption. Once the keepers see it, they'll change their minds. No, the Horns of the South will stay as they are, just free from Camelot's control. But since Camelot might try to reclaim them, we'll need support from an equally strong military force. In return for their help, I promised One Eye that he and his people would be safe on our lands, and if needed, we'd host them in the Horns of the South. That man's hard-headed. It's going to be tough to bring him round to our cause. If my proof doesn't convince him, well, Galahad's emblem still has to go back to Camelot. We'll send it with fear gas. He'll either come back or end up where he always wanted to be. Proof that Camelot is rotten to the core and that allying with the tribes is the right choice. I didn't plan to tell you, but my one-eyed friend convinced me. Since you took down Galahad, you deserve to know. As a reward for your help, I'll share this secret with you. Here, take this seal. In the sunken village, you'll find the entrance to Sewell's crypt. Everyone knows the story of how the evil druid sealed and flooded the place. It's true, at least part of it. But the real story is why they sealed and flooded it. One Eye broke the old seals and replaced them with his own. If you want to see what Camelot was so desperate to hide, you'll find your answers there. They thought drowning a village would keep it secret. Behind the statue, you'll find where to use the seal. Once you do, you'll see that history is very different from what we've been telling ourselves. If that doesn't convince you that Camelot's foundations are more crap-coloured than tinged with ivory, then nothing will. I won't tell you anything more. I'd hate to spoil the surprise.
Bro, freaking Galahad told us this guy, one-eyed guy, was like conspiring with him.
I'll catch up with you later, and we'll talk. I'm sure you'll understand exactly what
How can I not
mean.
bring that up? Like, why is that not an option? These percentage potions are garbage. Cause at like 150 health, that's what, like 37.5? Like a base potion. Only this is good, but it requires a shitload of stuff. Wait, what the hell was this for? There was like a glowing ring I couldn't enter earlier. The hell? Better look it up, but I couldn't find anything. Oh well. Wait a minute.
My bones itch for battle.
Someone's bound to start trouble.
Bro, why can I not tell him
Stay out
that
of trouble.
one eye trying to sell him out? What is going on?
Nothing ever happens.
As always, your time.
You're right. Whatever. I guess there's nothing left to do. I still don't know what tag I'm missing for the for this fucking quest, man. I even looked up the map and found all that I could. The only one I can think of is the very first one that they patched in. It's required now, and you just kind of fuck yourself if you don't get it. I feel like it's slower with third person. Okay, this is where I came earlier and I was wondering if I'm supposed to come later. Well, now I'm supposed to be here. Those are only 3 characters. All these seem useless. Like, doesn't really. It just falls off too fast. Like, the only thing these would be useful for is like maybe daggers with like super attack speed. Or shit, I was doing something. What was I doing? Right, I gotta do this.
I know this place. I remember it, although my memory is still clouded. I was here with Merlin. We had a disagreement about something important. It was here that the idea of how to end the war with the Four Dwellers first took shape. But what happened next is still unclear. I don't remember. And yet, I know it had something to do with Seawall, a place of his eternal rest. But something is wrong. It doesn't feel like a tomb. Be cautious.
Yep, okay. Let's find out what monstrosity lies below. Okay, this looks like they're gonna pop out. What the fuck is this? The hell?
You are not him.
Who the fuck is you?
Different. I am Sewell Firstfoot, the one who scouted the land before the traitor Arthur set foot on it. Yes, it is my legacy. The jewel of the South, the safe haven of honorable men. I've been here for so long, it doesn't matter anymore.
Well, okay, well. You want me to kill you or what, man?
The Dalriata promised me revenge. They understand what happened here. Everyone who comes here has the right to ask. I was the most loyal of Arthur's men. I was the first to go ashore and take on any danger that might arise in this new and unfamiliar land. Then came the war. I fought by his side, shielded him with my own body. I trusted him. But Arthur wanted more. Arthur longed to possess a power equal to that of our enemies. So Merlin decided our king must first become immortal. Only then could he achieve greatness. But Merlin needed volunteers. Trusted people to go first to make sure that his methods were effective. So we wouldn't risk Arthur's life in trying to grant him immortality. They thought I had died, so they buried me.
Okay, so blood magic.
Arthur's greed and Merlin's obsession made me what I am now. Arthur should have made sure. They thought I was dead, but I heard everything. I know there were others after me. I know that the king didn't hesitate to do anything to achieve his goal. He experimented on all the knights, abusing their oath. He told them it was for the greater good. Their lives, our lives, meant nothing to him.
Yeah, but what exactly did they fucking do, man?
Arthur doomed his people to eternal suffering. Their names forgotten. Their loyalty abused. He sacrificed the lives of the noblest of men. And this is the greatest possible betrayal.
Bro, you're not explaining. I guess the fucking explanation is magic. Okay.
We cannot be helped. We cannot be killed. The Dalriata promised to burn down Camelot. Avenge the memory of all my brothers. Camelot was built on betrayal. People have the right to live in truth. When Camelot falls, we will finally be free. Build a new world. Let the dead leave this one.
I mean, it's just like generic explanation of, yeah, he committed horrendous experiments to find immortality. Like, okay, but what exactly were they? I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really fucking matter. But I'd like to know. Seawall proved himself to be of the highest loyalty, and the horns of the south are equal to Camelot. It is my will that Excalibur be guarded by the keepers of the south after my death. I thought he was immortal. What the hell is going on? Let my sword rest in the courtyard of the horns as a testament to the eternal friendship between our houses. In times of distress my sword shall be drawn, but only by the one who proves himself worthy. I entrust the secret of how to prove one's worth to the captain and urge all captains to come after to pass on this knowledge to their successors till comes the day when the worthy one appears. The secret is revealed to them. So help me all mother and all the gods of the homelands. How wouldn't basically any captain just be able to just take the sword in? So wouldn't they be worthy since they know how? Okay. And thus spake Arthur, Seawall, this land I do give unto thee, to govern and protect, for thy courage and wisdom shall be the foundation of the south. A mighty fortress shalt thou arise and defend the south with all thy strength, and thy stronghold may be equal in greatness to Camelot. Guard the south with thy valiant breast as thou hast guarded me. I now journey north, for those lands do call for my aid. Let my faithful Merlin aid thee with counsel in this darkest of hours. And Seawalt didst reply, This Merlin is thy right hand, my lord, and his will I shall take as thine own. Doubt not my loyalty, O king. I shall as thou hast asked. And Arthur did depart for the north, leaving his servant Merlin by Seawall's side, and the sorcerer. Then Merlin took a great cauldron, black as the night, and Seawall once more took the first step, as did in days of yore when first he set foot upon the shores of Avalon, and thus the will of destiny fulfilled. Wait, so he boiled them? I don't. Okay.
Kill.
Bro, whatever.
And? What do you think? So, look at it this way. Seawall, the founder of the famous stronghold in the south, Archer's legendary aide and his trusted friend, in reality, meant nothing to him. I feel bad for him when I think about it, you know? 600 years spent in a tomb, fully aware. Huh. But why does it matter? Perhaps it doesn't matter to you or me, but there are people who will be shattered by it. It'll open their eyes and disprove everything they believed in until now. I couldn't come up with it if I tried. And I didn't even have to try, because it's all true. To some extent, at least.
Bro, I mean, it's not like he just fucking rounded up a bunch of civilians and like did a bunch of experiments. He just abused people's trust, which is shitty, but or loyalty. He's like, hey, you wanna be experimented on? We need to do this so we can accomplish something. And they did, which is shitty, but and it's not like they abandoned him knowing he was like fully conscious. They thought he was dead. He even said so himself. So I mean, it's really just a abuse of loyalty, and that's it. That's some crazy shit.
Well, maybe not. But who cares what
Oh my God,
actually
what?
happened? Huh? At first glance,
Oh my God,
it's
my
proof
brain
enough
hurts.
of how corrupt Camelot is. How Arthur used his most loyal friend, the founder of the Horns of the South, for his own gain. How he doomed him to eternal suffering. Who cares if it's true? Can't you see how powerful this message is?
This bro.
Even if it's just
Okay,
a
I gotta
fable,
kill this guy
is
too.
it
I gotta
a
kill everyone.
different fable
That's
than
the
the one
solution.
we've
Kill
already
everyone.
been told, huh? It's definitely more powerful than all the hogwash we've been fed all these years. Well, now we've found ourselves in what I'd probably call a clusterfuck. And somehow, you unwittingly became the most important person in the region because your decision will change how the entire situation unfolds. You see, my boys from the Horns of the South are split down the middle. Some will back me, but others won't understand what I'm trying to do. The latter, like Feargas, are the traditionalists, and they know me a little bit too well. If I come to them with this revelation, they think it were a conspiracy. But if somebody from the outside, somebody Feargas trusts, steps in and convinces him, you see where I'm going with this?
I mean, the only reason I don't want to go against Camelot is because fucking, what is his name? Caradoc? Who I haven't seen this entire time, bro. I want to kill everyone, to be honest. That's the only way to know for sure.
Oh, talking to you is like talk. It is a conspiracy, but it doesn't matter. Our only hope for the future, for any future, is aligning with the Del Rita. In order for this to happen, my keepers need to see how rotten. Is it rotten now? Yes, definitely. Was it rotten in the times of the king? I don't care. But the hope that it was. The ideal that people cling to. And that faith is precisely what needs to be. So, what's...
Bro, I still don't know why I can't bring up the fact that, what is it? Fucking One Eye or whatever was working with Galahad. He literally told me. I don't know if this is gonna fucking do anything, like cut off decisions or cut off choices later.
And here I thought we'd see eye to. I'll handle this without you. but don't expect that pin to keep currying favour with the horns of the south.
Oh, I'm just gonna kill him.
Damn you! But all right. A deal is a deal. There's a broken gong nearby. Find a way to repair it, and when you do, use it. That's all I promised to tell Caradoc, and that's all you'll hear from me. How you'll enter the horns to get anywhere near Excalibur when I'll order my boys to shoot you on sight.
Alright, well, I'm killing everyone now. Thanks for
farewell.
that. You're all dead.
Got a little revolution
You're
to
all
get
fucking dead.
underway.
Why are these guys just... I need to... I'm gonna start a bonfire. Need more cobwebs. Why is this doubled?
Not much. I never encountered one myself, but I heard stories about them. Mist bearers, like most creatures on this island, emerged from the weirdness. They were always drawn to magic. The druids believed they fed on it in some way. Merlin forbade his apprentices from hunting them. Druids were too valuable to our war effort to be distracted by such pursuits, and they were meant to carry on Merlin's legacy should he fall. What became of them after the war, I do not know. How could I? It took place after my death, and I was not summoned back when it happened. Yet I believe they did what had to be done. If the Four-Dweller was a threat, one that could neither be questioned nor studied, then he had to die. You do not understand how dreadful these creatures are. Even with the weirdness weakened, they remain formidable foes. We cannot fault these people for defending themselves.
I mean, that one, that was in that guy's dream was like fucking feasting on his soul, so I guess so.
Much the same. I watched him closely, and I found him. That is why I chose Seawall and Palamedes as my closest confidant. Yet this Galahad still seems devoted to Camelot and the old ways. I heard rumors. The Delrita chieftains spoke among themselves of the stone wardens they brought from the homelands. Yet when I asked, they had little to say. It seems their brotherhood has found a way to bend the weirdness to their will. That is good, I suppose. If you have the chance to learn from them, do so. We need every advantage to restore peace to Avalon. It was the most painful thing I heard. I didn't know. I had no idea this is what happened to him. There were other things that required my attention. We were losing the war. I was needed everywhere. I should have paid more attention to what Merlin was doing. I shouldn't have let go.
They go around collecting fucking, what are these things again? The webs? Is it not nighttime yet? Where's the fucking entrance to this thing? Where the fuck did those bodies go? think this is where it is. Another one over here somewhere. Oh. Okay. See you later, guy. Thought I had like a jump potion. I didn't make it, did I? Where is the gong? Sorry. I'm sorry. Where is that gong? Oh, don't. I'll kill you.
I don't like this at all.
I foretook.
Just another peaceful moment.
It has to be here. Like I said, there's a gong nearby. At least I think that's what he said. I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention. What the fuck? Who's this guy?
Oh. Oh, back in the day, you just needed to look at the stars in Island Asylum? But when I look at your face, something's... And look at you now. Out in the world, breathe. Freedom is a gift, even when it feels heavy. I guess I'm just an old man. Every wave carries a story, you know. Long ago, I decided to wait for what's ahead of me. But I can feel that it's closer than ever. Monsters? I think you misunderstand. It's sad. But as you can see, not much depends on us. They were given some time, which they've tried to use as much as they... I'm glad they allow me to stay here despite... It's the cycle of life. There's nothing to be afraid. Sometimes you just need to sit and...
Alright, Socrates.
I have everything. The sunken village was not always sunken. But one day, someone, undoubtedly, so the wave came and made the village into the sunken. I know that some druids did it. Specific individual. You'd have to ask those responsible for the flood. That's a good question. Nevertheless, the punishment was delivered and justice at least that's what those who set fire to the stakes preach. Among others, this wouldn't have happened if not for Camelot's desperate... I don't know if the word was so What happened on the fields of the charred conclave wasn't just about the... It was about things long ago enough for people to have noted, and yet, now the village is what it is. And I'll stay. Before you go, I understand. I see you. You can come keep me company.
Okay, so I looked it up. This is the gong. But now, what the f do I do, bro? I can't go to the fucking blacksmith. The only other blacksmith I can think of is this guy. If he's in combat. Fuck. Hopefully this guy can repair it.
See you around.
I guess not. Can I fix it?
Could use a stare at.
Bro, this game, I swear. How do I fix this shit? Hey, Magic Man, get up. Fix my shit.
I cannot say for certain. It seems familiar. Something lingers beyond this gate. We'll find the truth.
Bro, whatever. Come on, Magic Man.
Why is everything
Oh my
always such a
God.
hassle? The Wanderer saved Grodair. Therof. He'll be fine. And if not, at least he'll be aware if someone challenges him to it. We don't wish to. Therof sees it as a last resort. Besides, Grodair would choose death over falling into madness again.
I don't need to tell you anything. Just
Bro, he was willing to throw you under the
glory to
bus,
your
alright?
ancestors.
Alright, if I can't, man, repair this thing. If they stay fucking, as enemies after I get the sword, I'm killing everyone. I'm killing everyone.
Hope nothing bad happens today. That didn't sound good.
You're not being able to do the quest properly if you don't side with the guy is stupid. It's very stupid to give you an alternate way of repairing the gong. What is the supposed to be a key for? Where is it? There it is. G.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command. I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Four Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No. We can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom, for Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal. But if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for this.
They volunteered to save our kingdom. And you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
A different way. That will take time. And resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you. If we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
King's power unlocked. You have gathered a new fragment of Arthur's soul, unlocking its hidden potential. Open the menu to explore the King's Soul Tree or visit a bonfire to develop new abilities. Where I'll be completely honest, this entire time, I've forgotten completely about fucking King's Power, King's Soul, or whatever. I would have been spamming the shit out of this.
Now, I remember. Before you judge me, it all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do. It wasn't back then, and you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war, and wars aren't won with wishful thinking. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really turn the tide in our favor. I did. But this wasn't about pride. It wasn't about saving face. It was about survival. The truth about all this would have broken my people. I couldn't allow that. and a king doesn't get to flinch. If that meant carrying the weight alone, so be it. I would make that choice again if I had to. Justified? No. Justification is for those who have the luxury of doubt. And I had a kingdom to save. They were brave men who volunteered their lives, just as they did every time we rode onto the battlefield. The difference was that if Merlin succeeded, one man's sacrifice could have saved us all, could have ended the war before more blood was spilled. If sacrificing a few meant the survival of all, then there was no choice at all. Maybe they never saw justice. Maybe their real stories were erased from history. Call it cruelty. Call it madness. But if I'd done nothing, there would be no Avalon left to argue over. But the kingdom still stands. The people live. And that has to mean something.
Right.
I told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting on the Four Dwellers, the enemy. If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them, wasn't that their own doing? Wasn't that fair? So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something we could wield. I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he did. He found a way to make me stronger. Stronger than any man had the right to be. It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older. A force that reshaped me. And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed stopped, the banners were raised, and the kingdom stood safe. That's the question, isn't it?
I mean, not really. No, it didn't, bro.
I keep thinking about Seawall. He was ready to pay the ultimate price for what we were fighting for. And I thought he did. I grieved him. Told myself his sacrifice had meaning, that he had given his life for Avalon. And now, after all these years, finding him like this, I told myself I carried the weight of my choices. But seeing him, I wonder if I ever truly did.
Well, Dumbledore said it best. You have a choice between doing what is easy and what is right. You fucked up, King Arthur.
You've got that look again. Like you've seen something you wish you hadn't.
Bro, what the fuck is going on?
Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right? What did it show you this time?
Where the fuck did you come from, bro? This place is on lockdown. Are you weird?
Merlin. Ah, Merlin and his obsession with the weirdness. The king thought it could save us. Merlin thought it could be controlled. Together, they were willing to tear the world apart to win. I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea. Immortality. Me and Seawall, the king's loyal pawns. Used and discarded when they found a better way. when they decided to go even deeper into their madness and turn our king into a monster. Seawall was Merlin's first attempt. I was the last. We could say I was lucky, but to say that would take a truly macabre sense of humor, don't you think? Fight back. Against who? Merlin? You endure. You wait. And when the time comes, you either break, or you're left to clean up their mess. That's what I do. What I've always done. Even if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win. And desperation doesn't leave room for conscience. Every scream, every scar, even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving it. The monsters, the weirdness, the chaos, all of it leads back to them.
Bro, why can these people never
We're
fucking speak
left in
clearly?
the ruins of their grand plans, trying to uphold their ideals, fighting for what never was. It's time to bury all these fairy tales in a well-deserved grave. And that's what I do. Of course he'd say that. There's always a scapegoat and a convenient excuse for men like him. But it doesn't absolve him. Not when he was the one who unleashed this madness on all of us. He wanted victory, no matter the cost. And when you want something that badly, you stop looking too closely at what's being done in your name. And, after all, who said we were supposed to win this war? Who said we were supposed to survive? You've seen what they did, what he did. And that's not the end of the story. It's not the extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his madness will all return. And when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you or
Well, this
step
guy's
over
pissing me off. He makes me want to kill
the
him.
choice is yours. Just remember that when that happens, and you stand by his side, there won't be room for both of you. Start. You've already started. But if you want the next piece, head to Kunacht. You will need to find another artifact. The shield our king gave to Palamedes. He was one of the king's finest. A voice of reason amidst the madness. But it didn't find the shield. And then...
I don't get Excalibur. Everyone's still an enemy. I'm gonna kill everyone.
Always good to have a little rest. Could be someone in trouble.
Do I get to come back to this area is the question. It does go faster in first person. Why did it change my arrows? Why does it do that? Do I get to go back? Okay, I can, but should I kill them? Let me go check. Are they still fucking angry? I'm gonna kill them. Bro, I gotta. Apparently, it's gonna fuck up a bunch of quests in the future, or at least one or two. This game is kinda dumb. Now, I gotta actually fucking reload. Before talking to the guy. Is it here? Oh my god, it's all the way. This is before I sneak in. I gotta do all this shit over again. Great.
You disturbed my peace.
I gotta speedrun this because this shit is so annoying. Don't remember what the fuck I did. I know I identified a bunch of items, but whatever. We gotta talk to that guy. Go to the fucking tomb. Talk to the other half dead guy or whatever he is. I don't know.
If you're trying to be sneaky, you'll fail.
Buy some food from this guy. And go get a couple cobwebs first.
think I don't see you?
Bro, shut up. I know it was you. You shut up, you loud talking son of a bitch.
I wasn't made to wait. I was made
Alright, let's speed run this.
don't trust candies.
Alright, I need to go talk to this fucking burned guy or whatever he is. Mutant. Wait a minute, if they thought he was dead, why would they put him in that pod or whatever? Or is that pod part of the experiment? And when they thought he was dead, they just left it there. I still don't know what the hell these dudes are doing.
I know it.
Okay. Right, I gotta be careful. Right, shut up, King Arthur.
I'm it.
No, like, hidden weapons or anything, right?
I was loyal. I've been here. I... Arthur.
Fuck you, bitch.
And? I've put it up. Well, how to eat it? And this block is it out is answer. And I'll now.
Why does it fail the quest and then it still shows it?
And I've put it up. Well, how to eat it? And this block is it out is answer. Ha! Go talk to Feargas. Get him to visit this place. I just hope Feargas shows some sense.
I'm gonna kill this guy. If I find him at... Damn it, I can't kill him. I don't know if he's gonna be in a quest later. You know, I'll probably kill him anyways. I don't care. What is his name? Captain Barrack. Oh wait, no. Why is it showing a random dude? This dude's a random guy that went crazy. This person I never see. This dude, I don't know who the fuck this is. Journal is so useless. Right, I gotta talk to that guy and be like, hey, Camelot's evil. King Arthur was fucking stupid. He committed war crimes. Fucking stupid horse. Wait, did this guy tell me how to get there? Whatever.
Oh, really? But go ahead. Have I ever mentioned I'm not a big fan? Now, tell me what you really want. This isn't funny. I'm no Galahad. Burning people at the stake still. Judging by... Alright then. I'll go and check it.
I'll go and check it out, brother. Wait, did you go?
I saw what you wanted me to see. We need to talk. Everything I believed has been seriously challenged. Why did you show this to me? Because it could be that
because I can't do the quest otherwise.
What they did to Seawall is unthinkable. What will the other keepers say? What will happen? Everything we... You're right. In the end, it doesn't matter what Camelot was back then. And we did everything in our power to keep the South safe. and to keep our light. But this will be the end of the Horns of the South. No, It sounds better than the alternative. That we're a bunch of fools believing in children's fables of knightly honor, valor, and purity. And we'll have to give everyone some hope to cling to after the truth about Seawall comes out. All right. I assume Brandon put you up to this, so you can go and congratulate him. He won. I'll support this case, if only for the safety and well-being of our boys.
Wait, why was everyone locked in here again?
But I can try to make it easier for the garrison.
The bandits, I think. Why is this guy all the way up here? Hey, I'm back. Bro, I wanna kill everyone so bad. I hate being locked out of quests or failing stuff because of shit like that though. Alright bro, I saw what you wanted me to and I talked to the guy.
Ah, you're back. So, I do feel for the boy. He really loved Camelot. I knew his honor wouldn't let him hide it from the others in the Orn. Now, I'll get One Eye, and together we'll go to the Orns. Not everybody will be happy. Those who don't support us will be released from their oath, and after that...
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
Brothers, today marks a new chapter in the history of the Horns of the South. Today,
well, why are some cinematics so fucking loud and some are kind of reasonable but on the quiet side?
I understand your pain. I know you feel helpless in the face of the looming terror of the weirdness. Camelot has abandoned us, brothers. For years, they've given us no aid. All they do is take our resources, send us to senseless slaughter, and keep us in the dark.
Boo! Boo Camelot!
Camelot doesn't see us as equals. They've forgotten Seawall Firstfoot's legacy and the promise King Arthur made to us. We were meant to stand as equals. We were meant to be just as powerful as them. And all this time, do you know what they've done to the founder of the Horns of the South? For over 600 years, Seawall has been alive, forgotten by King Arthur and all of Camelot. You don't have to take my word for it. Seawall's tomb is open. Go and see for yourselves. I say, enough. Enough of being fed a rotten myth that turned out to be one great lie.
Yeah, fucking Arthur.
Loyalty to the torturers of one of the noblest knights to ever walk Avalon. I say, enough. We will no longer honour an oath made to dishonourable people. We won't let ourselves be exploited.
Yeah, fucking loyal. Fuck honor and oath.
But, my brothers, I bring news. Galahad the Pure, the same Galahad who threatened to burn half our garrison at the stake, is dead.
Yeah,
Galahad's death is our chance to break free from Camelot. Enough lies. No more risking everything for those who only know how to take. You're probably wondering How can we protect the South on our own? How can we defend ourselves when Camelot comes to reclaim their slaves? Yes, that's what we are to them. I know the lockdown of the fortress surprised you, and for that, I truly apologize, but it was necessary to keep you from attacking our new allies, the Del Rita tribes, led by One Eye.
You know, there's some fucking people in the crowd that have no idea what's going on. They just fucking there.
I know.
They're just going along with that, what everyone else is doing.
Especially since I did not share my plans with you earlier. But hear me out. Thanks to this alliance between the Horns of the South and the Dalriada tribes, we are securing the safety of the South and our independence from Camelot.
The tribes will provide us with the military support our depleted ranks desperately need. The tribes will help us rid the South of the bandits who've plagued our people for years. Together, we'll share knowledge and resources to ensure a better future for all Southerners.
We will not drain your resources. In fact, we'll replenish your armories and fill your pantries. We'll stand together, fighting side by side to bring peace and order back to the South. In return, all we ask is your loyalty. If you see a brother from the Dalriada fight in the Camelotian, stand with our brother. That's all.
Of course, if anyone isn't in favor of this alliance, you have the right to leave the service. I declare a new era for the Horns of the South. Those who don't wish to help build this future are released from their oaths. To those who choose to stay, I promise a good life, and you won't face any more threats. Now, brothers, return to your duties and rest easy. The Horns of the South will endure, and soon we'll be stronger than ever before.
You know, there's some fucking random people over there. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, woo! The fucking guy is just like, hey man, I just joined up because I didn't have shit else to do.
An honest matter. Oh, my dear, I'd love to, but it doesn't change the fact that you're a woman, and I can't be as obvious in what I'm doing.
Oh.
Not yet, anyway. But there might be a way.
I thought the whole point was to get rid of like the old fucking ways and traditions and shit, man.
Ancient ritual dating back to the beginnings of the Horns of the South. If you pass it, no one could deny you the title of a keeper. We could beat tradition with an even older tradition. Eh? What do you say? You see, there are many different legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself worthy, whatever that means. And one of those places, as you can probably guess, is nearby. Have you seen the old gong in the sunken village? Well, many years ago, when people still went to the woods for a shit instead of using a privy, it was part of a certain ritual. Only the people who passed the ritual could become keepers. Eh? None of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens during the ritual. That's why Galahad now appoints keepers and the captain chooses them. It's just safer that way. I only know that you need to sound the gong and then lie down to sleep at its base. If you wake up, I mean, when you wake up again in the morning, you'll know. Unfortunately, the gong is broken. So first, you'll need to find a way to fix. Fortunately, Oshbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me, just tell him I sent you, and he won't. Then you'll have to find someone smart. Well, I'm not going to lie. From what I've heard, many people never. And those who woke up were
changed. Go.
You alright, bro? Sure. Go do some ancient ritual that no one knows anything about.
Riordan's back, and with the Dalrita, no less. Bold move. Let's hope he knows what he's doing, or the keep's going to be in for one hell of a mess.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Why would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is?
Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody...
Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to...
Of course I can fix it. It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to... Obviously, though, you'd have to bring...
Or you're still selling the same old trash. I think I did that shrine.
And free. It's...
Go check this this place. I'm pretty sure I did it, like 99%. Yeah, I guess so, otherwise it would pop up, right? Yeah.
There were... Yeah, it's... Still...
They had a swimming animation.
I like it when things are quiet. How did you,
Here. That should do it. Do whatever you need to.
I have nothing to tell you.
That guy's gone. Okay.
Who dares disturb my peace? You made an oath never to summon me again. Excalibur. Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me. It seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him. Welcome, old friend. I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me. That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form. Where should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory, yet I don't know how. Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone, not even one as great as King Arthur. Yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend. Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength. Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur. Thank you, my friend. And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the King's service. You are worthy of a place among the Keepers of the South. Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take
It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend.
She's supposed to be like the lady of the lake.
The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended.
Or is he supposed to be the
You know
son of her?
look for your soul. Trust yourself. And when you reach your journey's end, I trust you will make the right choice.
Alright, time to pull out the sword. Even though I guess you don't fucking technically pull it out. Bro, even with the blessing, it's still fucking killing me. At least I can skip this.
Enough, Merlin. But it may so
Here's that fucking Caradoc guy.
You've got that look. Merlin.
Wait, what exactly is this guy trying to do? Revive him to kill him for what? Just for fucking justice? What about the weirdness and all the shit going on?
Start. You find the
Sometimes it's nice to just sit.
Let's see if this guy says anything.
Trust isn't a luxury we have right now. We understand enough. They can fight. They're quick to learn, and they don't really have a choice. If they turn on us, they'll still have to face Camelot's anger. And they stand. His self-preservation's a stronger. We'll figure out the rest later, or we won't. But at least we'll know the out. Well, then I'll do what I've always done. Then they'll be free to leave. But I've seen enough to know this. When the enemy's survival makes ally... Oh, well, dead men tell no tales, huh? But maybe, just maybe, we can't afford to be splitting the world into us and Camelot's fractured into political factions, waging a war. Everyone's at each other's throat. It's as if they didn't realise that the weirdness won't... All I can tell you right now is that we'll... I have my suspicions, but Feargas isn't blind. He'll either see the truth or he'll break. That's his choice. It means they low. But if his loyalty to old ideals runs deeper than his loyalty to the You actually went through with it, huh? Can't say I understand why anyone would willing. Now, as tradition dictates, in shadows and mud we
actually
slog.
kneeled.
In burden and boredom we suffer. We guard the clueless, fix the hopeless, and carry the weight because nobody else bloody will. We're the lantern running out of oil, the lighthouse no one bothers to look at, the rope that snaps when you need it most, the hands that shield, mostly from our own bad decisions. By this joke of tradition, you are bound. By this nonsense, there. You can pick up your meals from Ruark at 6 a.m. We start training at... I'm joking. I know you won't stay here, but if you're up... Well, while we've been bickering about politics and playing at diplomacy, the bandits and every other... Turns out chaos is a great breeding ground for parasite.
You know, I've been killing them, man. I don't know. I don't know if that number means they're already dead or... I'm a keeper. Woo! Woo! We'll talk to this guy and see what he says.
Eyes forward and mind your step.
Nothing. Okay, cool.
We have company. We're not alone. Your gold belongs to us now. Your road ends here. Your road ends here. You made a big mistake. We'll I'll make short work of you. You're only making me angrier! Your wealth... Your wealth is ours. Your road ends here. This is going to hurt. You're no match for our band. Your gold belongs to her. He's out.
This guy is glitched.
Who goes there? You're no match for our band. Your money or your life? Your road ends here.
Eight bandits left. straight through the neck. Bitter bond.
This is my lucky day. We'll make short work of you. Oh, you'll regret this. You're no match for our band. We'll make short work of you. You'll... Your gold belongs to us now.
What does the bitter Bonnie have? A sword. I don't like that armor. Ooh, this is a good sword. I could pair it with that other one.